Hello, everyone. So we're finally back with the Versus series, and we're back to Bumblebee versus Bumblebee. So here we have the MPM-7 and the MP-45. They're essentially the same thing,
but
this one's a lot bigger.
very big.
This one actually looks a lot like the MP-21. Or was he 22?
21.
Yeah, MP-21.
21? Yeah,
This one looks a lot like that, just bigger. This one is very, very cartoony. So with this one, I can't actually say one is better than the other because they both do what they're trying to do pretty freaking well.
Yeah.
I will say.
That all changes in robo mode.
But I will say, basically, this is going to be the quickest video, vehicle comparison-wise. They basically even out. I don't think one's better than the other here. They both do well what they're trying to do. Robo mode, however, different story. So we'll get there right about now. And now here we are in robot mode, and let's just call a spade a spade. You're not accurate at all, dude. So from an accuracy standpoint, this one is actually much more accurate from the front. Whereas you, I'm sorry, you're not. And like, I could forgive a backpack. Backpack doesn't bother me. This bothers me. Like, that's just a mess. The feet are... You could have easily... You're fucking Takara. You could have had these collapse in and fold into legs. You're Takara. Like, you have the engineering witchcraft of MP-44, and that's the best you come up with for Bumblebee. On top of that, mine has the cracked foot, which I'm still pissed off about.
Now, here's my theory on what's happened. I don't know if other people have been talking about this, but here's what I think happened. So, my guess is Katie's were fighting. I don't know if you heard that, but Katie's were fighting. We split them up. So what I think happened, halfway or well over halfway through MP-44's production, they forgot about Bumblebee. They forgot about this little guy, and they're like, "Oh, we should get a cartoon accurate Bumblebee out."
I wouldn't have minded if this was like MP-46 and MP-45 and 46 were shuffled so he could have more time in the pipe.
Because Takara wanted to have Optimus and Bumblebee released like around the same time for some reason. I guess.
What was 46?
Black Arachnia.
They could have swapped them and gave Bumblebee more time in the other.
Yeah, because this doesn't show that this was a finished figure.
It shows that they rushed out a Bumblebee to coincide with Prime.
Exactly.
They're kind of a pair now ever since the movie.
Exactly. That's what I think was going on. That's what I think happened. And
I mean, yeah, show accuracy-wise, if MP-45 is more accurate to his source material than MPM-7 is. As a figure, this guy's way better.
Yep.
Like, he's not my favorite Bumblebee or anything, but he feels a lot more solid. His transformation's a lot more fun. And he didn't crack on me.
Nope.
Now, granted, if you want this design, try and find the Transcraft one.
There's a kitty.
Yeah, and if you want kitties, I'm sorry, you can't beat this guy. No, he's the best kitty.
Or my kitty.
Exactly. Our kitties are the best kitties, fight us.
Yes.
But for me, I'm going to say MPM-7's the winner here because it's a more solid, more fun figure than MP-45. Even though MP-45, for all intents and purposes, is more accurate, MPM-7 just feels better and functions better.
And let me just say, yes, this guy's inaccurate, but that's because they were making this guy before the movie came out, before they had the finished CGI model, which
But as a
is weird
figure,
for some reason. One second. This guy, they didn't need to wait for a movie to tie this figure into. They didn't need to wait for anything at all. They could have taken an extra year. Who knows? They could have taken an extra 6 months to get this guy figured out, but they didn't. They rushed him. This guy, at least they
but
took
what's
their
funny
time.
is he was actually delayed 2 months. But yeah, like, anyway, despite the inaccuracy, he's still, MPM-7, still actually a solid figure. I still like him. He's just not screen accurate. You are screen accurate, and you still made it on my bottom MP list, you jerk off. So, for Bumblebees, this guy's better. One of the only 2 times so far I've said the movie masterpiece is better. But it is what it is. Next up will be the final one in this series, which is going to be Starscream.
Which I am very excited for.
So stay tuned for that, but we had to get through this one. And I really didn't want to transform this guy again because of the cracked foot, and my fears weren't helped. But regardless, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you got some enjoyment out of it. And we'll be seeing you soon. Take care.